Managing grants doesn't just stop the moment you award the money. Nope. In fact, that's when some of the most challenging work really begins. Tracking the funds, managing all the compliance, reporting on the impact. So today, we're going to break down how a platform like CommunityForce is built to streamline that whole post-award financial management process, bringing some serious clarity and control to what can often feel like total chaos. All right, let's get into it.
First up, let's just paint a picture that might feel, well, a little too real for anyone who manages grant financials. Once those funds are out in the world, it can feel like you're just lost in this maze of spreadsheets and emails and endless follow-ups.
Does this hit a little too close to home? That feeling of being stuck in a constant cycle of chasing down your grantees for their budget reports, hunting for receipts that went missing, and just trying to make sense of all this inconsistent financial data, all to make sure everything's compliant? It is a massive drain on your time and your energy.
And all that chasing leads to these classic post-award headaches. You've got grantees who are confused about what they even need to report, which means your inbox is just flooded. You're trying to manually reconcile every little expense against the budget in some giant, complicated spreadsheet. And maybe the biggest headache of all, wasting hours and hours trying to pull together compliance reports from data that's scattered everywhere, with no real clear picture of how your funds are actually being used.
So how do we fix all this? Well, the solution really starts by looking at it from the other side, from the awardee's experience. If you can create a crystal clear path for them to report on their financials, you automatically make the whole process so much better for yourself. Let's see how that's done, starting with what the grantee sees. Okay, so this is the awardee's portal. It's designed right away to answer that big question, what do I need to report and when is it due? Instead of some long list of instructions, it's a visual roadmap. See? Each block is a required financial report or compliance check-in. They can see deadlines and their progress in a single glance, which gets rid of a ton of those what do I do next emails right from the start.
And the system just gets smarter from here. Instead of these one-size-fits-all spreadsheets, the financial forms actually use conditional logic. So, for instance, if a grantee says, yes, I had travel expenses this quarter, a section automatically pops up asking for all the receipts and the travel details. It creates a customized, relevant reporting experience, and more importantly, it makes sure you get the exact data you need for compliance without burying them in fields they don't even need.
This feature is really all about giving the awardee some peace of mind. Financial reports can be really complicated, so the system lets them save their progress anytime and come back later, picking up right where they left off. And these little progress bars give them the confidence that their work is saved and they know exactly what's left to do. No stress.
Now, this might just look like a simple error message, but honestly, this is probably the single biggest time saver for any grant administrator. Because every single part of a financial report has to be 100% complete before it can be submitted. Every required field, every uploaded receipt, the system itself acts as your gatekeeper. The days of chasing down incomplete expense reports are just over.
But what about getting other people to sign off, like a project's finance officer? Well, CommunityForce handles that so elegantly. The awardee just puts in the person's name and email to request approval. That person gets a secure one-time link. They just click it, review the report, add a digital signature, and they're done. No new logins to create, no hassle for them, and it's all tracked automatically for your audit trail. It's brilliant.
All right, so we've seen how making things easier for the awardee is really the foundation. Now let's flip the coin and look at the incredible power this gives you, the administrator. Welcome to your new financial mission control.
So while your grantees are seeing this really simple, welcoming portal to get their reporting done, what you see on the other side is this incredibly powerful, comprehensive backend. It's designed to give you a complete financial picture of your entire grant portfolio.
The second you log in, you get the vital signs of all your programs. Instantly, you can see total funds that have been dispersed, how many financial reports are waiting for you to review, and maybe which grants are being flagged for compliance issues. You don't have to go digging through spreadsheets for this. The real-time financial health of every single project is right there in front of you. But these aren't just numbers on a screen. They are totally interactive. So you want to see a breakdown of spending across all of your grants? Or maybe you need to look at the detailed financial reports for those 5 accounts that got flagged? You don't run a separate query. You just click the metric, and boom, the specific data you need is right there, ready for you. It's all about turning that financial data into immediate, actionable insights. And when you do drill down into a specific award's financial report, everything is there. You get this one consolidated view of the entire financial story. Every budget report,
Every single uploaded receipt, every compliance sign-off, it's all organized in one place, which makes auditing a breeze.
So let's just tie this all together. The big idea here is that moving from the chaos of manual financial tracking to the clarity of a system like this isn't about two separate things. It's about one good experience directly feeding and improving the other.
And this slide just shows that link perfectly. Every single feature that's designed to make reporting easier for the awardee has a direct, powerful payoff for you. When they get SmartForms, you get higher quality, standardized financial data. When they have an easy sign-off process, you get an automated audit trail. See how it works? It's all one streamlined financial cycle.
At the end of the day, it really boils down to this one powerful promise. Just imagine a world where every single financial report that lands on your desk is already 100% complete, it's properly formatted, and it's totally ready for your compliance review.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. When you are no longer spending all your hours chasing down receipts and fighting with spreadsheets, what does that free you up to do? Maybe more strategic analysis, better support for your grantees, more time to focus on the actual mission of your organization. Because that is the real goal here.